It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Brew by Numbers, and it's a can of their 21 Pale Ale. Here's a look at the can. It's a beer that's 5.2% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Some of you might have watched my initial intro to this beer where I had a look at a couple of cans that I picked up from Sainsbury's, and I chose to go with the Vocation juice beer that I've just literally finished reviewing. And I chose that beer over this because that had passion fruit infused flavourings into it. And I just thought that I want to taste pure hops after all of that kind of passion fruit infused flavourings in the beer. It turns out the Vocation beer was very, very good. It was £3 a can. This is £2.50 in Sainsbury's. I always have a receipt handy these days because I'm terrible with pricing. Terrible. Everything's always like £1 cheaper in my mind. Everything's like back in the 90s, early 2000s, you know, when everything cost £1. so I always have a receipt handy now because everything's gone up in price, haven't it? And I got to give out valid information. So let's get this beer out then into a glass and see what we get. I've not had a Brew by Numbers beer in quite a while, to be honest with you. I tell you what, I always seem to find it. If you want to drink a Brew by Numbers beer, they must be very friendly with Sainsbury's, where I bought this beer, because they always seem to have Brew by Numbers beers in Sainsbury's. So, beer in the glass. We've got a 3-finger white head. It's hazy, straw coloured and hazy. Let's top it up. The beer has been brewed with, does it mention the hops in here? Citra. Oh, a single hop Citra. Single hop Citra. Should be good, this one. Should be good. There's a little bit of sediment floating around, which is always good. I like can conditioned beer. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, it's different. It's different quality. It's different class. Different quality. Different. It's a different level. A different level. I much prefer hops. I'm just referring back very quickly to the Vocation passion fruit beer I just did. I give it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was very good. But this is another level. This is a different type of beer. This is much more organic. You can smell the little bit of stinging nettle in here, the hop, the spiciness, the pepperiness, the malt, the slight kind of wafer biscuit malt flavours coming through. Pure beer. Pure beer. Dare I say it, as beer should be, really. I know there's a lot of people that like all these chocolate stouts and coconut stouts, vanilla stouts, and tropical passion fruit pale ales and IPAs. I know, I totally understand that. But I much prefer to be getting my nose into something like this. Much more of an organic aroma to the beer. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous beer. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. I'm glad I made that decision to put that kind of fruit flavoured beer before this rather more organic tasting, natural tasting beer. Because you appreciate it much more. You appreciate this type of thing so much more. I'm tasting passion fruit now. I'm tasting a bit of passion fruit, bit of kind of fruit flavour coming through, bit of lemon, touch of grapefruit, a little bit of an orange peel, spicy bitterness coming through, but not from flavourings, from the hops, from that wonderful citra hop that they've used in this beer. I'm also picking up a lovely balance with the malt. It's biscuity, it's bready. Wafer malt flavours coming through. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. There's more lacing, lovely lacing on the glass. Have a look at the bottom of this glass. I was talking about organic. I was talking about more of like an organic flavour. You can see the yeast. If the camera has indeed focused, which I hope it has, you can see that little bit of yeast there in the bottom of the glass. And that gives a dryness, and it gives, I know American ale yeast, which is this, it probably is American ale yeast used in the beer, is very clean. It still will offer some kind of a slight kind of estery, dry, slightly kind of fruity flavour coming through. As much as they don't want it to, as much as they're looking for the most kind of cleanest yeast that they can possibly get their hands on, you do definitely get a certain dryness and a certain kind of esteriness from the yeast. It's lovely. It's slightly peppery and spicy. It's a terrific beer. Terrific beer. I think, and this is just me standing here being completely honest with you, I think if I reviewed this beer first, before that passion fruit infused beer that I've just reviewed, I don't reckon I would appreciate this beer as much as I am right now. I reckon I might have taken it for granted a little bit. I reckon I might have gone, oh, you know, it's okay, I'm picking up some hops and, you know, it's no different from any other canned pale ale out there. But because I've reviewed that passion fruit infused beer before this, I'm really appreciating pure beer. And I challenge you to try it. I challenge you to buy one of these fruit infused beers, whether it be from Brewdog or Tiny Rebel or Vocation. Buy one of those beers and then buy yourself a Citra Pale Ale. Nelson Sauvin Pale Ale. Just a single hop pale ale. Drink the fruit infused concentrate beer first, and then drink a regular pale ale afterwards. Maybe if you can find one with a bit of sediment in the bottom, you will be able to naturally taste much more of the backbone of the beer, if you like, the organic, the realness of the beer. Dry, spicy, peppery, lovely lemon flavour coming through. It's fabulous. This is a fabulous beer. So that was Brew by Numbers 21 Pale Ale. It was reduced in Sainsbury's. I hope that it's available to you guys. If it's not, hurry up, buy a can quick before it goes. because I think for £2.50, this is real good beer. This is really good value for the money, you know. This soft and delicate single hopped pale ale showcases one of our favourite American hops, Citra. A fruit-forward aroma builds into a vibrant tropical character, creating a beer that is full-bodied, juicy and refreshing. There we go, there we go. Okay, I'm going to rate it. I like this beer. I like this beer enough. I gave the passion fruit pale ale from Vocation a 9. So I'm going to have to go one better here because I've kind of, even though it's a different type of beer, for me it's still a much more nicer experience. That's all I can think about right now. So 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for this Brewed by Numbers 21 Pale Ale. How much did that passion fruit pale ale from Vocation influence my 10 out of 10? Well, we're only human. We are only human, aren't we? Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.